I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro Max since its release, and after its honeymoon phase, I've realized something. It just doesn't feel like I upgraded from my 15 Pro Max, but hey, it's still an amazing phone, and it has a couple new features we should talk about. So welcome to a day in my life with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max, and this time we're in London. This morning I woke up at around 10 a.m. with 100% battery, full battery, ready for the day. Currently for data, I'm roaming, and when I have Wi-Fi, I always try to use it. And for brightness, I tend to use auto brightness because Apple claims that it's just overall better performance for the battery life. First thing I did this morning was, of course, check my notifications overnight, and thankfully, iOS 18 now groups and summarizes my notifications to give me a quick synopsis about all the notifications I missed, and for each individual app, which I think is very useful. Oh yeah, and of course we're in London, so the weather is pretty bad. Alright, quick spec breakdown as usual. So I have the Desert Titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max, and even though it's not my favorite colorway from this year's lineup, it still looks pretty clean. It's very much a rose gold finish to me, and in certain lighting conditions it almost has like a pinkish hue to it. The overall finish though is similar to the predecessor, so not much new here in terms of hardware, but the camera button, which we'll talk about later. Now, since this is my primary device, I went for the 1TB of storage option, which will be plenty enough to store all the pictures and videos I take on a regular basis. Currently, I'm rocking the iOS 18.1 beta, which is a lot more buggy than I anticipated, I'm not gonna lie. So technically, I still have that new Siri with that subpar Apple Intelligence. Even though the full Apple Intelligence isn't out yet, which is a shame, there's still some new features on here that I really like on the beta. For one, Siri voice does sound a little less robotic and more natural than before.
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun.
Another plus is that Siri's design is just overall better. When you invoke Apple's Assistant, there's a light that glows around the iPhone screen, and you could now type to Siri just by double tapping the bottom of the screen, which is really nice to see. I also like that I could just interrupt Siri if I said something wrong or fumble with my words initially and still get the correct answer. For example, what's the weather gonna look like tomorrow? Sorry, I mean...
Looks like it will be cloudy tomorrow.
Sorry, I mean Wednesday.
Looks like it will be cloudy on Wednesday.
So yeah, even though I made a mistake, Siri still followed up with the answer, which is really good. Now, although Siri has made significant progress, it still exhibits limitations in various areas. However, it is anticipated that its full implementation will be demonstrated, and it should be remarkable, this, that, and the third, and it would surpass our expectations. These are all promises from Apple, but for now, we have this subpar Apple Intelligence that basically just rewords stuff, and it's nothing too crazy right now. We've been exposed to ChatGPT and all that stuff, so I can't wait till the actual Apple Intelligence is finally out for everyone. But for now, we have to settle with this. So we outside now. It's obviously raining and stuff. I woke up at around 10. I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep, guys. I fell asleep again and woke up back, and now we outside trying to get some breakfast because we have gym currently at 12. So I'm trying to get something in the system before we hit that workout. Now, I'm not too sure when it comes to the best coffee shops in London, but I went to this cafe called Cafe Nero for some breakfast, and it wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying? I ordered a tuna sandwich and a latte. I paid with Apple Pay, of course, which worked flawlessly as usual. And now I'm just ready to roll. So I went for a seat. While I was eating, I sent a quick text to my boy Hamza to let him know I'm pulling up to the gym shortly, and snapped a cheeky pic for the gram. You know how it goes. Gotta upload those 1-2 stories here and there sometimes. Now, the iPhone 16 Pro Max right now is just nailing these moments. You know what I'm saying? But hold up, is it just me, or this phone is just getting a bit toasty? Like, the battery is draining faster than I could say Big Ben. By 11:50 a.m. we're down 93%. How? I don't know. I'm not sure if it was because I'm roaming or I'm on cellular data, but that was a shocker. Anyways, now it's time to hit the gym, so I called up an Uber, browsed social for a bit until my Uber driver arrived, of course, had to kill some time. And as I hopped in the Uber, I can't help but wonder what other surprises this phone has in store for me today. Yes, I was using my phone for a little bit, you know, just looking outside the windows, like adoring this beautiful city they call London. And it's currently 12:19 and I have 86% battery life. So, you know, it's gonna be a lot going on today. Stay tuned, lads. The adventure is just getting started. So right now, I'm just gonna lock my phone until I get to the gym. Oh,
what's good, bro? What's good?
You already worked out?
Chilling? Nah, man, just got a little warm-up in.
Bet.
We're at the end.
My boy Hamza, man.
What's good, man? Shevon, back from Canada.
Yeah, we're outside. So this is it. You got pull-ups out here.
Yeah. So we got a little CrossFit area, muscle-up bars, and they call them arches. So inside here are just like different gyms that you can basically train in.
But, yo, I haven't tried a muscle-up before, so
yeah, we're gonna get
you might
Shevon,
have to teach me.
Yeah, we're gonna get him to do his first muscle-up today.
All right, let's get it, man.
It's gonna be lit.
Traffic was crazy. I don't know. London is mad, but it's currently 1:03 right now. And I have 77% left. So we're gonna crush this workout in. Not sure how long it's gonna take. I don't think I'm gonna use my phone that much, but let's get to it. Next to you.
Test of Strike.
What do you Strike? This is Hamza's company, y'all. So.
Yeah.
Now show them.
Yeah, show them.
Tell them, bro, like, what's this about?
Strike electrolytes, basically the best electrolytes in the game. They taste pretty sick and they're good for training.
This is your favorite flavor?
Yeah, it's called Berry Fusion. So it's got a mixture of all the different berries in. So.
Alright. I'm gonna drop a link down below in the description for y'all to check it out. Sweet. You already know we have to go to purple, y'all.
Yeah. Colors go crazy.
I have to go to purple.
Give it a little shape.
Let's see. That's good?
Yeah. You gotta give a live taste test reaction. If it's
taste.
trash, you gotta say it's trash.
Nah, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Especially if you don't like just drinking straight water, this is like refreshing.
And this will like hydrate you throughout the workout.
Yeah.
It's better than drinking like a sugary energy drink or anything.
This is blessed.
So it's pretty.
Alright, y'all, so it's currently 1:44 right now. Just finished up the workout with Hamza. And just quick little visual representation of the front facing camera look on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Still that 12 megapixel camera. Quick test at the dynamic range, recording at 4K 30 FPS right now. And I'm not sure if you could tell, but still this year we still get light glares from the front facing camera. I'm gonna test the rear as well, the rear cameras as well, but as you can see that light glare right there. I think every year is getting a little bit better, but yeah, this is what you could expect. Of course, front facing camera, this is what the audio sounds like, and we do have autofocus, so you can see how close I could get to my eyes and it's still in focus. Actually very impressive. But let's switch to the back camera. All right, so this is the rear camera right now, guys. This is what it looks like. 1x 4K 30. Boom, punch out to that ultra wide. And one thing I must say is that this year there's a lot more stabilization because we have that new feature to enhance image stabilization. But the only thing it does is crop in the footage a little bit more.
Yes, and we did some calisthenics, did a few pull-ups, a few chin-ups, rope climbs.
This is 2 times right here, punching into that 5 times, and you can see how sharp that and cinematic that looks. Pretty impressive. But let me know what you guys think of the camera down below. This is just a quick representation of what it looks like low light, outdoors. How does it look? Cruising through the streets of London is always a vibe. Every time I come here, I can't help but just appreciate the aesthetics. One thing my friends told me though is that be careful when I'm using my phone on the roads because people just be snatching them up. So that was kind of terrifying, but not as terrifying as how much my battery is draining throughout the day. I finished up the gym early at around 2 p.m. with 71% battery. I didn't really use the phone that much either, other than taking a couple pics here and there, and also I took some more pics while I was in the car. Now after the workout today, everyone was exhausted and hungry for some protein, so we decided to go to this steakhouse called Salmon's. It's about a 10-minute drive away, so during this time, I just caught up with a few messages on my phone, went onto Instagram to see what was popping, until finally we made it to Knightsbridge here in London. Yeah, I get the steak grits.
Looking good, man. Looking clean. Good eats.
Yum, 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 man.
You guys like some ketchup, mayo, mustard for you?
I'm good. This is medium well.
Ketchup,
This is,
medium well.
I'm alright with the sauce. Some good
How is
eats.
it looking, bro?
Good eats in front of us, man. It's looking good. It's looking
the camera eating too. Yeah.
Cameraman eating good, man. Man got the double burger, bro. He's bulking today. He's bulking.
Hey, let's dig in, bro. So naturally, the food at Salmon's was bussin'. I had the steak frites and some cranberry juice, and it just didn't disappoint. During this time, I also made my traditional day in the life tweet over on Twitter just to keep everyone updated. I can't wait to see the replies later. I know it's gonna be crazy. And after lunch, we decided to just go out in the city for a little tour and also for a little quick walk in the park. Alright, y'all, so we just finished up eating at Salmon's. It's currently 4:02 p.m. and we have 53% left on the battery. I honestly think the battery life could be a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, it's not even almost throughout the day and we have 50%. But right now, I think we're gonna head to the park and also just talk about a few things and some thoughts that I have, because I've been living with this phone for some time, so I definitely have some things I need to talk about. But just taking the views right now, I think we're on Knightsbridge here in London and it's beautiful, bro. Of course, you know, the iPhone 16 Pro Max has that new camera control button, which I personally think is kind of like gimmicky, I'm not gonna lie. But this is how you use it. Everybody knows you click this button, it launches the camera app, and then the best thing that I see people do is like zoom in and out. But honestly, y'all, it's like super gimmicky. I personally would turn it off because every time I'm trying to take pics, it's like rubbing against my hand right here. The best way I think you should use it is in this mode where you could actually zoom. It doesn't even work sometimes, bro. See, I'm trying to use it, it's not even working. Alright, there we go. So yeah, from here you could snap pics, zoom in, double tap, you get more options. But these are just all features that I don't even find myself using. In this mode, the portrait mode, I feel like is the most awkward. I personally think you could just easily tap in and out to figure the right zoom that you want to have. And whenever I'm taking pics, again, as I said before, just always rubbing on here. See,
that ain't it, bro.
It's not intuitive, right?
It's not like for a beginner. It's not as easy as it needs to be to use.
Yeah.
Personally, I just do that.
Yeah, just
Like,
use it.
You literally just use your fingers.
Way easier. You see how you're touching it by accident now?
Yeah. Can you turn it off?
Yeah, you can.
I'll turn it off, man.
So what?
So
How do you zoom out?
So you touch it once, like a soft click. Yeah. I could zoom it and stuff.
It's alright.
And then if you turn it this way, like now it's even more awkward.
Like you can't really do it with one hand. It feels. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't use it. Yeah, I wouldn't use it.
But if that's the main feature that separates the 15 from the 16, I don't think it's worth it. Hey. Yeah.
Was sleeping in these studios and waking up at 7. Took the train to college. One semester was enough. I told my mom I got a different plan. I know that
Nah, Liverpool.
He spotted me. Not as if I'm wearing a blue ass tracksuit, but
When you come back to the UK, you got to do Manchester.
yeah, Manchester for sure. Triple London is crazy. Money. Yeah. And I have to go to a game. But I need to see these guys start performing first. We're in Hyde's Park right now. Since we're out here, I think I'll just talk about a few things again with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So how does it feel in the hand? So right now it's a little bit bigger than the last year. 16 Pro Max, 6.9 inches. But honestly, I feel like it's been a little bit heavier than last year, but it's still reasonable, like a two-handed device for normal people. As usual, I have quite large hands, so as you can see, like it's very comfortable for me to use on a daily basis. I don't really rock my phones without cases, and it's been holding up well. So I have this phone in the desert titanium finish, and just looking around the corners and everything, you can see I've been using it for like what, 2 weeks now. There's no scratches, but keep in mind that I tried to hold my phones in the best possible condition. I take care of it, mindful of it in my pockets. This is how it look in the pockets as well. So if you wear tight pants or tight jeans, it's definitely gonna pinch. If you're a girl, you know the jeans are shorter as well, so you probably want to have somewhere to put your phone. But overall, it's not a hassle to bring this around every single day. Another thing I want to talk about is the screen. I've been loving the screen. I wish that Apple upgraded the screen brightness though, because we only have 2000 peakness of brightness. As I said before, same thing as last year. Nothing has really improved.
So we still have that smooth 120 Hz Pro Motion display. Watching content on here is just always nice, like viewing TikToks, YouTube videos, the colors and contrast. It's everything you could expect from Apple.
But overall, it's almost the same thing as last year when it comes on to like how the screen looks and feels. Yes, you get little smaller borders this year. Here we have the iPhone 15 Pro Max and then the 16 Pro Max. So you can see the borders. Bro, you can't even really can you see a difference? Cameraman says no, but it's a little bit different. You can see a smaller bezels. Very hard to see, but again, that just attests to show like the minor details Apple made this year. But if we look closely, you can see the little difference in terms of the dimensions. It's a little bit taller on the 16 Pro Max over here.
I mean, that's more than
Put them to the side. You can see it right there. So just keep that in mind. If you're planning to use older cases, it won't really fit. The thing I also wanted to talk about, guys, is the heating issues. So I think Apple upgraded the internals a little bit to, you know, fix that heating issue. With my 15 Pro Max, it usually gets hot. Does your 15 Pro Max get hot or no?
Sometimes, yeah.
This year, it hasn't been really getting hot, but this morning when I woke up, like I guess I just took it off the charger and stuff, but when I was eating breakfast, it did get a little bit hot. But aside from that, that was literally the only time. I think it's because I'm roaming, so there's a lot of like processing going on with the data and stuff like that. But otherwise, I think the thermals have been improved with this year's model.
All right, so since we're at the park, I think it was the perfect opportunity to start testing out these cameras. I've been taking pictures this entire week, and I've honestly been loving the new ultra-wide camera. Whenever I take pictures in RAW, it now looks a little bit sharper thanks to that new 48 megapixel spec bump. But in general, this week, the overall camera performance has been great, and that new sensor is definitely faster when it comes to just snapping pics in a hurry. It's still that triple setup camera that we all love, the primary 48 megapixel, the new 48 megapixel ultra wide, and that 12 megapixel telephoto lens. And at the front, of course, we still have that 12 megapixel selfie camera, and it still pushes out those nice selfies that we all know and love. Now, diving deeper into the new camera features, Apple also introduced new photographic styles, which are more customizable than the first gen. Now it's kind of improved. It's almost like a simpler way to use Lightroom with the option to tweak the vibrancy and tone of your images. But I still rather just shoot it in RAW and then editing the pictures in Lightroom. Here's some of my results. So as you can probably tell, shooting in RAW gives you just so much more flexibility when it comes to post-processing. Yes, it will be larger file sizes, but to me, it's worth it. I usually edit all my pictures in Lightroom using my presets, which I will link down below in the description if you like the look of it, of course. And I usually just go for this warmer tone when editing because it just gives that nice, warm, cozy vibe that I like to have. Now, whenever you apply my presets, you should expect to either adjust the brightness, shadows, or contrast, and play around with the highlights as well. It all just depends on the image itself, but I normally use the SS2 or SS4 preset as it gives the look that I'm going for. Also, you want to ensure that you always enable Apple Pro RAW as the profile so it gives the image the right color signs. Now, from here, it's all just playing around with the lighting and colors until you just get that desired look. Sometimes I would just try to add some grain to the image, but not too much. I know some people tend to get carried away with the grains, but yeah, that's just how easy it is to edit Apple Pro RAW images. You just have so much quality and detail to play around with, and it sets your images apart from the rest, giving you your own signature look. Now, performance wise, yes, we have the A18 Pro chip inside, and it has been performing well this entire day. Not much different from my older 15 Pro Max though, since I don't really play that much games, or I literally don't play games on my devices. So the best way I could test the performance was to do a Lightroom export test, and after exporting over 24 edited pictures, the iPhone 16 Pro Max with the A18 Pro chipset exported the images in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, while the iPhone 15 Pro Max with the A17 Pro chip took 25 seconds longer, finishing at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So yes, the A19 Pro chip is a little bit faster. I would say about 10% faster than the A17 Pro, which is some improvement, but it's still not a huge difference.
iOS 18, so we had to test this new erase feature. So if you come close, for example, you just flick up but you don't want someone in the pic, you just go to edit, clean up, and usually Apple just suggests what you want to erase, but let's try to remove this beautiful lady right here. No harm, but let's see. Boom. That's actually pretty good. That's actually cleaner than I thought, because it's been a little glitchy, but that's really good. So, and it's just easier. You don't have to go into Photoshop. Like, did a pretty good job trying to fix this up with AI, Apple Intelligence. Yeah, I rate that. Stabilization test. What is he eating, bro? Yo, quick stabilization test on this squirrel, y'all. Is this a squirrel? He's gone still. Where? Oh, 5 times zoom, boom. Digital zoom. Yo, he's munching. Holy. That's actually clean though. 15 times zoom. Back out to 2 times, 1 times, and ultra wide. One thing I must say though is the zoom in transitions on the iPhone is superior to every other camera I've tested. Like, it just doesn't disappoint. Look how smooth this just zooms out to 5 times. 0.5. Easy. And also, we have to talk about this new pause button. So in iOS 18, we could now pause our recording and move to somewhere else and then start recording again. I think that's a really cool feature that Apple added. One thing I really want them to add though is have a button so you could flip the camera while recording. So if they could add that, that would make the camera experience way more better. I think people like Samsung is doing that, so Apple need to add that. Yeah, tight shit.
This guy has someone recording him. Holy.
So hi to the vlog, man. You need to start that YouTube, man.
Yeah, I want to start it just now, but I don't have that big ass camera.
You don't need this big ass camera, bro. DJI Osmo, iPhone.
Did you even check it out yet?
Nah, not yet, not yet. All right, nigga. I'm gonna go hit up Harrods and Selfridges, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Boy, if you don't.
All right, bro. That's my boy, Tyrelli, man. All right, now I think it's currently 4:56. We just took some pics so you guys could see it. We have 34% battery life left on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's hanging on in there, but right now we're just gonna go do a little shopping, see if hopefully I could find some drip and take some more pics, and yeah, just enjoy the time here in London. Let's go.
They was praying that I fall off. Look, stood 10 toes, never fall. Young nigga finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall off. Look, stood 10 toes, never fall. Young nigga finna ball off.
What are you trying to get?
Top for this shit. I'm asking you, bro. You think this fire? Or not? Or too much color?
Those.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're trying to go loud, then yeah.
Or like
no low keys.
Yeah, this shit high key gang.
Yeah, that's loud.
I need like, I don't know. What color top you think?
Let me see it again. Yeah, you can rock it. It's gonna be loud.
Yeah, that's booming. That's like.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna wear it again. It's just for the pic.
But I know this brand has some good stuff.
So I'm not sure what happened this trip, but last time I was in London, the shopping experience was way easier for me. Now, I know I needed to find a specific top. I was looking for something that would match my LV jeans, and it had to have some like pink in it, and I wanted a knit top. So I did see a lot of things that looked cool, like they had a bunch of different stuff. I went to Harrods, Harvey Nicholson. The pieces there was really nice, but I was specifically looking for a pink top, and it was so hard to find. And unfortunately, we didn't end up finding anything, and we're like inside shopping for around 2 hours. So by this time, it was around 6:23 p.m. and I only had 18% battery life left. One thing I really want to test out though was Apple's new audio mix feature, which basically uses machine learning to identify and separate background noise and speech. So it isolates your voice, and they have a couple options you could choose from: standard, in-frame, studio, and cinematic. But if you really want to isolate your voice, I find that the in-frame feature works the best.
Yo, testing the audio mix feature right now. So this is how it sounds whenever I switch. The background should be muted and you guys can hear me clearly. And if I switch back, then you could hear the ambient noise off the street.
So after a long day, it was finally time to head home. I called up an Uber and said bye to the guys for now at least, because we're gonna link up back later in the night to get some night shots and show off the night capabilities of the iPhone. But I needed to head home to change first, charge up my phone, and just get ready for the night.
Alright guys, just got back to the crib ski, man. As you can see, it's almost 8 and I have 4% battery left on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Screen should be up here. We'll quickly just have to run through the battery test, bro, because today has been a mission. I feel like I haven't used the phone a lot in terms of like, you know, talking about all the new features and stuff like that. But bro, it's like the 16 Pro Max isn't that much different from the 15 Pro Max, so there wasn't really much to test but really the cameras and the camera control feature. And then iOS 18 is system-wide across a lot of different devices. The only thing that's really different is below the 15 Pros, you don't have Apple Intelligence, and Apple Intelligence isn't even out. You know what I'm saying? So like, what more can you say, bro? slightly bigger screen, camera control. You know, it wasn't that much to talk about, to be honest. But anyways, let's go down to the battery, because we have to talk about the battery life. And I think it could have done a little bit better, but let's see. This morning, I woke up at around 10 a.m. and let's see how it's going on right now. So today, we got an average screen on time of 7 hours and 19 minutes and an idle time 8 hours and 13 minutes. So honestly, I think it's not too bad. You know, it could perform a little bit better. When it comes to the charge limit, I have it at 100% and optimized battery charging. Just so you guys know, what took up the most percentage of battery today was, of course, the camera app, because I was taking a lot of pics, Instagram, and also photos app in the background, the maps, because I was navigating around the city, Uber and all that, and also Notion, because usually when I make these videos, I'm scripting on the go. But it's 8 p.m. I've been up since 10, so it's not bad that when I come in, I still have like 3% left. As you could probably tell, if I was just using this without taking multiple pictures every day, multiple pictures per day, and also roaming, I would usually come home to like 20%. So usually the battery life is pretty decent. And then of course, you know, we have to go to my traditional day in the life tweet to see what everybody had to say. And I posted it, let's see, 376 replies. And let's see if we see yourselves, man. If you see yourself, screenshot it, post it, replies, let me know, man. So shout out to Alex, bro, you're in London. Shout out to Bite Review, Tommy, RJ, Spigen, Holly. Shout out to everybody here. As usual, I probably can't get to, there's a lot of familiar faces. Somebody said, yo, put me in, please. I got you, bro. What's up, Chevy? Better be fast. We waiting. We need a camera setup breakdown. Boom. Manual. All these people, Guri. Shout out from London. Welcome to London. Shout out to User Gamdo, Drip Father 3.0. Yes, sir, Skay. I said before, guys, I probably can't like everything, but I'm gonna try my best to scroll through. So just pause it and screenshot if you see yourself. I like some more right here. Try my best. The family is growing. You know, the family is getting big. But I'm always trying my best to go through every single one of these, man. Because you guys are my support system. So I have to show love where love is due. Alright, I think I went through everything. That's it. Alright. Yo.
He's asking if it makes sense for him to still come.
Probably gonna take like 40 minutes.
We can get like one fit in.
Alright, bet.
How far are you? 40 minutes?
Yeah, because I just got home, so I'm gonna change now and stuff.
He'll basically get back home at like 12:45.
Oh, damn. If it's not an issue, bro, yeah. I don't know.
Alright, calm, bro. Come through in it. He'll wait.
Alright, bet. Alright.
See you in a bit. I'll text you the address.
Alright. Okay, so right now it's 8:05 p.m. and I have 3% left on the 16 Pro Max. So I think I'm gonna just change real quick, put this to charge, go outside, take some night pics so you guys see what the nighttime photography is like, and probably go see some scenic views here in London. So yeah, let's do it. Finally got to meet up back with the guys, and we wasted no time. We got straight into testing the cameras on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. We were in this area called Mayfair. It's almost like the Yorkville of Toronto, but just on steroids. The wealth in this area was just crazy, but it's also very inspiring. Seeing all these luxury and supercars just really motivated me to work harder. Like, bro, look at this lineup right here. Just Rories on Rories. Anyways, the 16 Pro Max did a really good job at just showing off the night mode and just highlighting the experience, you know what I'm saying? To me, the iPhone probably takes one of the best night pictures alongside the Google Pixel, and sometimes you don't even have to enable night mode. That's how good these new sensors are. But enough talking, let me just show you.
Also, video looks great on the iPhone at nighttime, but sometimes when you switch to that ultra wide camera, it gets a little dark, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit grainy. Even though they improved the ultra wide camera this year, I still think it's lacking, especially at nighttime. But one thing we didn't test out the entire day is the new 4K 120 FPS, and my boy Hamza is pretty athletic, you know what I'm saying, so we had to put it to the test.
So we in 4K, first of all 4K 30 on the front facing camera right now, low light test. Where we at, Hamza?
We're at Bond Street right now.
Oh shit.
Bond Street right now, just getting some nighttime shots.
Night flicks. Bro, you see me out here, guys? Freezing in this cold just for y'all, man. Just to get these flicks. But yeah, this is just a nighttime test to show you guys what you could expect from the front facing camera, and I think it looks pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Let's switch over to the back cameras right now. Alright, now we're on the rear camera. I think this is it 1 times?
This is 0.5. This is 1 times.
1 times, that's how it looks. Let me know. We're shooting at 4K 30 FPS right now, and I think the cameras this year look pretty good, but this is what I could expect from low light. It's kind of a not well lit area, but there's lights coming out, but it's nighttime right now. But today was a very productive day. We went to the gym early in the morning.
Big session.
Big session with Hamza, bro. First time doing actual calisthenics, on the ropes, doing all that shit. Then after that, we'll get some eats at Salmon. Every time I'm in London, we have to check out Salmon meats, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, we went shopping. We went to the park. Yo, we did everything. A productive day, bro. We went to the park and everything. And then, what else we did? Shopping, went home. Now out back in these streets, exploring one of the neighborhoods that I've never seen before. It's called like Mayfair. This is one of the areas I didn't get to come last time, so I'm glad I get to actually see it. So far I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well, seeing it on this iPhone 16 Pro Max. And I think this day in the life was a success. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. And as always, love, peace, and tweaks. Signing up.
Finally get paid for the get down. You can't tell me shit now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down? Vibes I done sent out, but we ain't hit the dig. I love the market till they come red carpet the kids.